So we're gonna season these are boneless short ribs. You can use New York steak or ribeye steak. For this dish, I like this because you don't need the most expensive cut, right? So I like the boneless short ribs. There's a good amount of fat. There's good flavor, and I think it works well for this dish. So we're gonna just season both sides with salt. Very simple dish. Salt. I'm gonna use granulated garlic. You don't have to. If you don't like garlic, don't put it. You can just go salt and pepper. If you don't like pepper, don't put pepper. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and pepper. All right. So we're gonna season both sides. Okay, so we have our boneless chuck short ribs. Season both sides, salt, pepper, garlic. And so we're gonna dredge this in potato starch. If you don't have potato starch, go ahead and use cornstarch. That's fine as well. So we're gonna coat that in the potato starch, and that'll help give it a nice crust. That'll help the sauce stick to it. We have our hot pan with oil in it, and so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna fry some garlic real quick. This is like 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. This is an extra step. If you don't want garlic, you don't have to put this in. So we're basically gonna just brown that a little. We're just gonna crisp that just a little bit. So we're gonna use this as a garnish, part of the garnish at the end of the dish. So you just gotta be careful not to burn it. See it getting brown. Just a little more. And so what we're doing, we're flavoring the oil at the same time, so when we cook this steak, it's gonna cook in the garlic oil. This is not one you wanna walk away from. You definitely wanna make sure you watch it. So pretty soon I'm gonna take it off because it's still gonna cook a little bit. So once it gets to a nice golden brown, take out that raw bite from the garlic. All right, take that off real quick. So we don't want that to burn. Okay, so our garlic is out of the pan, so now it's garlic oil. And we're gonna cook our steak in there. It's hot, so make sure to lay it away from you so the oil doesn't splash on you. Always drop it away from you. So you can cook it to whatever desired temperature we want. We're looking for about medium for us. That's about 3 minutes. We're gonna check this on there. If it's too check on your heat, you can always adjust your heat. Ooh, but it's a nice crust. There we go. I'm gonna turn that over. As you can see, it absorbed all the oil, so we're just gonna add a little more oil in there. Definitely make sure it doesn't dry out and burn. Okay, so that was about 4 or 5 minutes on that side. So we should be pretty good to go on that. We're looking for a medium for us. Well, one medium and then one well done. So it looks pretty good. It has a nice crust, yeah? Beautiful crust. So we're gonna take that out of the pan right now. We're gonna let that rest for about 10 minutes before we cut that. Okay, so here's our sauce for our Japanese style beef steak. It's kind of like Wafu, but it's not. Kind of. Okay, so half cup of water. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of dashi. That's like a Japanese soup base. You can find that pretty much anywhere nowadays. 1 tablespoon of shoyu. 1 tablespoon of mirin. And 1 tablespoon of sake. Okay, it's not too strong because it's gonna reduce just slightly in the pan after we cook our steaks. Okay, so we took our short ribs out. We took our beef steak out, and now we're just gonna finish the sauce. So we're gonna leave the oil in there, the drippings, that's the garlic oil. Just be careful, it's hot, right? We're gonna slowly add, that's our sake, dashi, shoyu mixture. So we're gonna add that in there. We're just gonna bring that to a quick simmer. Ooh, smells awesome. And last thing, we're just gonna drizzle about a tablespoon and a half of butter. Just bring that just enough to bring it together. Just add another level of richness in there. So we're just gonna melt that real quick in there. Bring that to a nice simmer, and then we're gonna shut that off. It's not a thick, it's just a real brothy. You know, generally speaking, the Japanese or Asians, very brothy, yeah. So this is gonna be more of a brothy sauce, and you'll see why after. You can always taste it as well. You should always taste. Oh, that's nice. We let this boneless short ribs rest for about 10-15 minutes, and here we go. See how it looks. Okay, this was meant to be actually. I cooked one about well done for my mom and Willow. Willow likes it more on the well done side. So we'll show you the other one as well. Okay, so here's our rare medium piece. Let's see how that came out. Oh, definitely closer to medium. So you definitely want some thin slices on this one. It is short ribs, so it's not the most tender cut of meat, but for this dish, the way it's prepared is very good. Okay, so here's our Japanese style beef steak. How's it look, Willow? You not answer? Okay, so this is our sauce. That's a reduction, just a slight reduction of the shoyu, sake, dashi, and mirin. We're gonna add some thinly shaved onion. Very thinly shaved onion. It's similar to Wafu steak, but there's no daikon, shredded daikon in there. Okay. Some green onions.
Some throw up.
Some throw up. What Willow calls throw up. She can scrape that off. Then we're gonna add those fried garlic chips that we did earlier on to flavor the oil. Right, Willow? You gonna try one of these? Yeah, try that. Fried garlic. Fried garlic. Okay, so fried garlic chips. How is that? Is it good? And one last thing is bonito flakes.
Can I try?
Yep, you can try this too.
What is bonito?
Like shaved tuna flakes. It's good, well, let's try it. You like it, it's salty.
It's okay.
Yeah? It's okay. Here, try this. Try it.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so Japanese style beef steak.